We are going to go ahead and just check the energy for the sign of Cancer, Sun, Moon, Venus, Rising, North Node. Really, if you have Cancer anywhere in your chart, the messages may in fact resonate. If you if you don't have Cancer, it may resonate if you're called to watch the video. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to get started. Now, I do want to say that while I was shuffling, this is just kind of like a handmade deck that I've created. But what tried to pop out was tolerator. And the interesting thing about that is that the television is on. I don't watch television, you guys. Someone else had it on and it just stayed on, right? And with that, it's like, I think it's like Happy Gilmore or something like that. And I stopped and I started looking at this certain point in time. I don't really know. I've never watched the show, but from what I've seen so far, I don't know if he had like an anger issue or something like that, or he had a way of like, coping with stress or, and it had to do with like his anger or something like that. Like he would lash out at people, but he was really good at golf or whatever game that he played. And for some reason, again, I hadn't really watched the show, but for some reason now he's trying to hold in all of those emotions, and he is playing a really crappy game of golf from, now. So I thought that that was interesting that the card, hi Emmy. I thought it was interesting that the card Tolerator came out, and then I was guided to kind of look at a show where someone is trying to hold in all of their emotions, and it's making them like, it's knocking them off of their game. So I feel like that might be a message for someone. What tried to pop out, it didn't, but it says private victory. I feel like there is something that, whatever this is for you that, however it relates to you, there's something about just being yourself. And in that is going to, that leads to these victories, right? I don't know, but with it being private, there's a sense of like not feeling the need to announce what it is that you're doing or sharing everything that you're doing or being like, I don't know, there's something to do with that. But the first card to actually pop out, we have envision new possibilities. And at the bottom, it says tap into your talents. So I love that. Envision new possibilities and tap into your talents at the bottom. And it says take care of your soul. Thank you, highly favored. So there's something to do with, it's interesting. I did a reading. It was just a little mini read that I did on TikTok, and it had to do with someone who has like some type of fear, or someone has a choice to make between stepping out into like something new where they don't know what the future holds versus staying with like what I said was like the tried and true, what it is that they're used to. And the guidance was for someone. Thank you, Emmy. The guidance is, oh yay, that's the 10th, that's my brother's birthday. Yes, that's my baby brother's birthday. So there's something to do with like, the guidance was for you to actually absolutely step into the new, and it's going to actually bring more peace than what you could ever imagine. There's something to do with that, and it has something to do with like maybe someone is holding on to certain gifts or talents that they have, and maybe they feel like keeping these talents or these gifts to themselves, or not using them is what makes them is what makes them, I don't know, liked or loved by someone. I mean, I don't know what this is, but it's like it's causing some type of internal chaos for someone. So someone needs to make a choice. Like, who are you choosing? That's so funny. Someone, private victory flew out, and it flew almost to the floor, but like this dresser caught it. I don't know who. Someone is trying to impress another person. Someone has to be okay with private victories, with not feeling the need to impress other people, not feeling the need to get some type of approval or validation from other people. There's something very strong to do with that. Yeah, I'm telling you, we have put it on, geez, put it on paper. I don't know, it kind of feels like chaotic a little bit. Like, I don't know if someone feels like they don't know like how to get started or how to do something. Like, they know that they have like these multiple talents and skills and gifts, and that, you know, they have it for a reason, but they don't know. And I'm hearing something about seasons. So someone needs to know, like, this is your season to actually implement it, to use it. And it's going to start with you putting some type of plan on paper. Some of you guys, if you have not actually written out like what it is, like all of the possibilities, there's something about writing out all of the possibilities when it comes to whatever this is that you're trying to work towards. It says time to get real. So that makes me feel like some of you guys, like, you kind of like, maybe you're dreaming about the possibilities, you're thinking about the possibilities, but you're keeping it all up here, or you're keeping it all in your chest or in your heart, but you're not making any actual concrete plans. You're not writing anything down. And the only way that you're going to be able to get real and to really dive in or dig into this is you're going to have to put some things on paper. The yes man. Oh my. So I'm telling you, like, someone is tolerating something. We have synergize at the top, which is kind of like, you know, someone may be in this mode of like feeling like everything needs to, like, you always want, I don't want to say people please with the synergize, like that's not what it means, but it's like someone feels like you always have to work together with someone, like you always have to be on the same accord. And someone feels like, you know, like, in order for this to take place, in order to do this, you have to be the yes man. Yeah, but there's something to do with like a fear of, like, you know, maybe not being accepted or not receiving some type of validation or looking different, or, you know, there's something to do with that. Yeah, don't let fears make your decisions is what tried to flip out over here. So someone, there's something to do with, I just know, I looked at the TV and this, I think it's Happy Gilmore, but he's starting to really break down with whatever this is. Yeah. Tap into your talents is trying to pop out again. I'm trying to just get one more card. And, is somebody waiting for something? Yeah, sharpen the saw is what just fell down. I don't know, because you see, like, I'm stalling. Like, I'm trying to get one more card, because for me, it's like when I get to the fourth card, like, then and only then I can move on. Is that true? Absolutely not. That's something that I'm telling myself for whatever reason. And I feel like that could be a message for someone. Like, you're waiting for like one more thing, or you're waiting for something to take place before you can move on. Someone feels like they need, with this sharpen the saw, it's like someone could be holding out or waiting for some type of training before they get started with something. And I'm hearing something about on-the-job training. So whatever this is that you're wanting to work towards, there is a such thing as on-the-job training. Sometimes you learn the absolute most when you dive in, when you jump in, and when you just do the dang thing, right? So someone needs to do that. Just jump in, and you're going to learn, and you're going to grow as you go. You're going to make progress as you go. And it's actually important for someone's process. Again, don't let your fears make your decisions is trying to pop out again. I'm going to go ahead and leave it alone with this deck because I'm preaching to, you know, you guys about just dive in or just move on or whatever. And I'm still trying to hold out for this fourth card, right? There's something to do with someone hanging on to some type of fear, maybe feeling like things have to be perfect in order for you to make something happen, or for something to go right. Or I'm hearing they're all gonna laugh at you. Like, maybe someone feels like, you know, I don't know, like they're not gonna have the support that they want or desire or something like that. But yeah, you're gonna get what you need. I'm hearing you got what I need. We have man holding a heart that came out, and this is falling under envision new possibilities. At the bottom, we have man holding a coin. And at the top, we have the second chakra, Archangel Ariel, which has to do, the second chakra has to do with your creativity, with creating something. And it feels like someone needs to go all in when it comes to their actual heart, with their heart space, like diving into something that they're very passionate about. And the result is going to be something financial gain, financial rewards. There's something to do with that, and it's using some type of creativity that you have. You have to look at things at a new way. Yeah. Okay, let's keep going. Let's see. What else do we have? Okay, that's a lot. I'm going to look at them, but this isn't going to go to our... Yeah, I saw this. We have first chakra, Archangel Michael, which has to do with like your security, your stability, your foundation. We have man holding a coin, interesting. And then we have magician in the mirror. There's something to do with like these new possibilities. It is going to allow you to build, something really sturdy, something really stable. It's going to build up your finances, especially if you're trying to manifest some type of financial wealth in. Someone is trying to manifest in some type of money, and you will be victorious. I don't know if this is for one of you, some of you, none of you. I don't know. Only you know. But if you're trying to manifest in some type of money, you will be victorious. We have victory at the bottom, and we have door to value at the top. Seriously. Like, I don't know how much clearer that can be. Like, I don't know if someone is wondering, like, there's something that you want to do and you feel like it's a waste of time, or maybe someone has told you that it's a waste of time, or that like there's nothing that you can do, like there's nothing that you can make out of whatever this is, that you can't make any money out of it or something like that. But I feel like whoever this person is that's telling you this, like they are very, I was about to say one-dimensional, right? In their thinking. They only think that you can do things in one way because they've only done things throughout their entire lives in one way. And it's kind of like they're projecting that type of energy or that mentality onto you, and that they're only going to be successful in that. I'm starting to feel something in my throat. So they're only going to be successful with that if you allow them to, and if you don't speak up. Someone needs to speak up and speak out and say, you know what, that might be true for you, but it's not the truth for me. We have indecision is what actually came out now under this envision new possibilities. Some of you guys may have like several things that you're wanting to pursue, several things that you are thinking about doing. Yeah, we have woman holding a heart. There are several talents that, you know, you're wanting to maybe show or demonstrate or work with. And it feels like this is something that's keeping someone back or holding someone back. By the same token, I feel like there could be, we have envy at the top and broken heart, and door to personal healing and happiness. I'm going back to like this feeling of like someone is trying to project something off on another person, and what you don't see, what you don't know, is that this person is actually envious of all of your many talents and skills. And so they are planting seeds of doubt, because you are allowing them to. And by you allowing them to plant these seeds of doubt, it's causing a great deal of indecision. And that's why someone is not moving forward when it comes to like these new possibilities. I'm hearing something about newfound truths or newfound talents. There's something to do with that. Yeah. Okay. We're going to keep going. I'm hearing, I got a new attitude. Someone needs to kind of change their thinking on something. Yeah. I'm hearing that little kid, I think that's like a TikTok thing where he says, a bullshit. Someone needs to call bullshit. Someone needs to call someone else out on like whatever this is that they're trying to project on you. Anytime they're trying to project a certain type of energy on you, you need to call them out on that or for that. I'm hearing something about separation of church and state, and I'm really getting the sense of like someone is trying to, I don't know if there's some type of codependent relationship, or some type of codependent thinking. It's making me think back to that card Synergize that came back, where it's all about like working together. And it's like someone, but whatever this is, it's very codependent in nature. Someone is trying to make you believe that either you can't do something without them, or you shouldn't do something without another person, or without some type of team, or there's something to do with that. Okay. But under put it on paper, we have that second chakra. Archangel Ariel actually went ahead and came out. Whatever these, it's kind of like whatever is dropped into your brain, whatever type of ideas that just, I don't know, I'm getting the sense of like someone that just like ideas just come out of nowhere, right? And I feel like I'm seeing like a notebook. Someone needs to have a notebook, and someone needs to jot down, brain dump. Someone needs to write down all of these ideas that you have, and rest assured that even if you don't manifest or you don't bring these things into fruition right at this time, you're writing them down, because it's almost like I'm hearing something about touch point. It's something that you might touch on later, but right now you know what it is that you're meant to work on, and you need to go ahead and create that plan and move forward with it. Even though like you might be feeling a little bit nervous. At the top we have anxiety. Someone is feeling very nervous about whatever this is for some reason. Okay, let's keep going. I'm looking at her face with this Archangel Ariel. There's like a look of like longing on her face. So it's just like, don't just sit and wish and hope for something. Someone needs to actually take action. The woman holding a heart actually came out. And we have, I'm guided to look at that 4 and 4, 44, which equals 8. 4 plus 4 is 8. There's something to do with a cycle. I feel like someone is in some type of vicious cycle of longing and wanting something, making plans in their head, but not putting it down, not writing it down. And if you don't write it down, you're not able to move forward with it. There's something to do with that. Yeah, all tied up. Someone is like all tied up in their head with what it is that they want to do. But if you want to make this money, if you want to make this paper, if you want to make this work for you, your gifts, your talents, make them work for you, bring in some type of profit for you, you're going to have to write something down. For some of you guys, I'm hearing something about a business plan. Someone knows that they're supposed to be writing a business plan, and you need to get on it. Yeah. It's almost like whatever this is, it's going to open up so many doors that like yeah. But it starts with whatever this is. This almost feels like it's like the first step to your personal happiness. Oh, wow. Cornucopia is what fell to the floor. And it's funny because I feel like I don't really feel like getting down off of this bed to get it. There's something to do. Yeah, we have the temple path at the bottom, and then at the top is all tied up. It's like someone is just, I'm hearing heartbreaker. I don't know what that has to do with anything, but it's just like, quit playing games with my heart. I don't know if someone just keeps playing around with an idea or saying that they're going to do something and they're just not doing it. Someone is like playing with like manifesting things in, and it's like you're getting the ideas on how to make it work, on how to bring it in, but you're just not doing anything with it. It's like almost a back and forth, like you keep wishing and hoping and praying for something, and it's like someone's guides or something or higher self continues to give you the answers that you need so that you can have this cornucopia, this abundance, and you're still not doing what it is that you're supposed to be doing. And it's like, no, 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 for real this time. And this, whoever this is keeps coming back like, okay, no, I'm going to do it for real this time. Someone needs to do the thing. And I guess I need to get that card. Hold on. Let me try not to show all the goodies here. Okay. Let's cover that. Okay. So let's try this again. Let's see what else we get. Messages. Yeah, Magician in the Mirror went ahead and came out. We have time to get real. It's almost like if someone's in a fantasy world of thinking like, I'm hearing Puff the Magic Dragon. Like, yeah, the things are going to come in, but there has to be a way for something to come in. There has to be, for whatever you're wanting to come out of, like the spiritual, so to speak, if someone thinks like that, like, what are you going to have? Like, how is it going to come out for you in the physical? Because there is an aspect or a point of like, having some type of space available in the physical, doing some type of work in the physical. So it's like getting it out of your head and getting it on some type of paper. It's almost like the spiritual would be like where you're dreaming about it, you're daydreaming about it, you're envisioning things, but that physical aspect is you actually writing it down. Okay, let's keep going. That's a lot. Temple Path is what was trying to flip over. This is someone's calling. This is someone's calling. There's something to do with someone's calling. Someone is meant to be very wealthy, very abundant. Someone is meant to live like a life of luxury. And while that, it's like someone knows this, but it's almost like, I don't know if someone is just kind of not clear on how it is that they're supposed to get there, how it is that they're supposed to do it, or there's some type of secret anxiety about doing the thing, about making it happen, about making it work. Okay. I was guided to this deck, and I'm not sure how it relates to this, but we'll see. Thank you, highly favored. Thank you. Yeah, we have handyman, Mr. Fix-It, service. I feel like someone is a problem solver. I'm thinking back to, I spoke to my mom because I'm really good at that, right? Like helping people with, gain clarity and, come up to solutions with any type of problem, right? So that makes me think of like the Mr. Fix-It service. And I told my mom one time, I was like, you know what? I wish there was a way to get paid for being a fixerer. I love to play with words with my mom because it really annoys the snot out of her, right? And she said, do you mean a consultant? So what that's making it, I don't know why, but this is making me think of like someone has some type of like maybe spiritual gift or some type of gift that is not very common, or you think it's not very common or something like that. Like something is not going to be well received. Like you feel like it's so different and it's not going to be well received, but it's actually not as different or not as out there as what you think. I'm hearing there's an app for that, right? Like what you think is like something that's so far-fetched. No, there's a need out there for it. And there is a more, if you're very like highly spiritual and you think of this as something highly spiritual or something like that, not that fixer was a spiritual thing. It's just, it was something just to annoy my mom, right? But it's almost like if you're like someone that's like very spiritual or very, I don't know if someone is at like a genius mode and like you maybe don't resonate with other people or something like that, like the common folk. I don't know why I'm thinking that, but it's kind of like there is an actual more common name for what it is that you do. So, I was talking to my mom as if it didn't exist. Like, oh, I want to be a fixerer. Like someone needs to pay me to do that. And, mom was like, that's a consultant, right? So there is something that's already out there that you can claim that title so that it's kind of like everyone can resonate with what it is that you're doing. Someone needs to put the name consultant on whatever it is that they're doing. And it could be that you're some type of consultant. You could be a financial consultant, something to do with relationship consultant. It depends. You're going to know what type of consultant you're meant to be because as strange as it sounds, what has been your main struggle? What do you have a lot of experience in? If you've experienced and overcome something to do with like a lot of crappy relationships, then you're probably supposed to be some type of relationship type consultant, a marriage consultant if you dealt with like a really crappy marriage or something like that. If you struggled with finances and now you got your stuff together or you're getting your stuff together, and that could be back to what I said, like someone feels like they need more training or something. No, like you're good with where you are. It's like you're going to start with people who are where you used to be. but maybe you're meant to be some type of financial consultant. And there might be some type of spiritual aspect to that. There's something spiritual or something like that, something that's out of the ordinary about you in the way that you're helping yourself, in the way that you're going to help other people. And I say spiritual because it says something about co-creating with the Most High, right? Yeah, heal those. Some of you guys are supposed to be some type of financial consultants. It says heal those money wounds. There's something to do with that. Some of you guys are meant to help people getting back on track with their credit or with their finances. Yeah, co-create. Tried to come out. I was shuffling a little bit, and we have expect slow and steady growth. Don't think that this is just going to happen overnight, right? It's going to be slow and steady, but it's going to be so worth it. This is going to get someone where it is that they want to be, where it is that they meant to be, where they're meant to be. Yeah, keep those finances organized is what we have next. Multiple streams of income. I'm telling you, like we talked about with that envision new possibilities. I said that, you know, like there's something to do with like something that you know you're supposed to work on right now. But if you continue to get ideas that you're supposed to, drop down or write down all of these ideas that keep coming to you. And that's going to be something that you're going to address or that you're going to incorporate or that you're going to add on or work on later, because someone is supposed to have multiple streams of income. And I feel like someone is going to be very financial based or help someone with some finances or something. Yeah, pay yourself first. Some of you guys, what did I say? The first card when I was shuffling, I said, you know, hey, tolerator is what came out. So, and there's something to do with like an element of people pleasing. Highly favored. The fact that you said dealing with narcissists, that, you know, like who typically deals with narcissists? People pleasers. There's something to do with some type of people pleasing. And for some of you guys, you definitely are a people pleaser when it comes to finances. And that's something that you've had to overcome. Someone has been kind of probably like used, or there's an element of someone putting some type of doubt, like, no, we need to do this together, or we need to be successful together, or we need to make money together. And the fact that you're wanting to branch out and do something on your own, it's like they're trying to make you doubt yourself. Someone is trying to make another person doubt themselves about that. Yeah, someone thinks that your weaknesses are really weaknesses, but they're, I mean, I know this is weird, but they're really not weaknesses at all, especially if you've learned to overcome them. Your weaknesses can become your greatest strength. What people perceive as your weakness, when you heal the energy behind that, it becomes your greatest strength. Yeah. And that's going back to like if you are a hardcore nurturer, most people see that as a weakness. Like you're easy to manipulate. You're easy, like it's easy to get over on you, right? But when you overcome that, like you're still able to nurture, but you're able to put some type of boundaries when it comes to that, when you're able to cut people off, when you see that they're trying to manipulate and use you, that means that you have overcome something to do with that weakness, and that makes it your greatest strength, because you're still going to be attracting people and places and things and opportunities and blessings into you because of your nurturing spirit, but you won't let it get to the point to where you're being used and abused because of it. There's something to do with that. Yes, expect slow and steady growth. Went ahead and came out. Passive income. Someone is supposed to be making a lot of money from a lot of different areas. A lot of different areas. Create personalized resumes and cover letters. Yeah, I like that, highly favored. And there's something to do with like, if this resonates for you, there's an aspect of with what you've learned so far, what can you teach other people, and how can you get that to where it's like earning you some type of finances, if that's something that you're working to manifest in. And there's something with that, like with that, put it on paper, that you're creating a plan to get that started. Not just thinking about like, oh, I can help people with this. No, start creating a plan of how you're going to do it. Okay. But we have with that, create personalized resumes and cover letters. I feel like you have so many, whoever this is, like you have so many different gifts and talents, or so many different, like with the lessons that you've learned, they might be similar but different. And it's kind of like you need to put a different branding, something to do with like different branding for all of these different aspects of you. You're very welcome, highly favored. There's something to do with that. Months. There's something to do with months. Like, I don't know. Someone's been, hold on, let me ask. No. Someone needs to get something up and running within months. How many months? How many months? 3 to 4 months. You need to get something going within the next 3 to 4 months. Like whatever plan you're creating with that, remember, put it on paper. You need to have a plan to where you're getting started. No questions asked, no excuse. I was about to say no more. No more excuses, but no excuses. You get started on that within the next 3 to 4 months. So that's for someone. My left hand is starting to itch. I feel like, or there's something to do with like within the next 3 to 4 months of you starting. Okay, I'm definitely, I don't know what that is. Within the 3 to 4 months of you starting, money is going to start to flow in. There's something to do with that. Okay, let me try to get this card that fell to the floor without showing my goodies, you guys. But we have business partner is at the bottom. Create and memorize your elevator speech. I feel like whatever this main thing is that someone is meant to be working on, like right now, I feel like you're going to have some type of investors or people that are going to want to help whatever this is that you're working on. They're going to want to help it grow, or they're going to want to help you grow. There's something to do with that. They're going to want to invest in you. But you got to know, you don't have to know everything that you're doing, but you gotta look like you know what it is that you're doing, or look like you have to have a plan. You have to have a plan with whatever this is, with this create and memorize your elevator speech. It's kind of like someone's gonna ask you for someone's gonna ask you like, well, okay, well, what is it that you do? What do you do? Or they're going to want to ask you like, okay, so how do you plan on getting there? Or what do you need? Someone's going to ask a person, what do you need to get from point A, which is where you are, to point B, which is where you're headed or where you're trying to go. And you need to be able to answer that quick, fast, and in a hurry. It's like someone is more than willing to invest in you, but you got to, there's something with my throat, you guys. Again, you're going to have to be able to speak fast. You're going to have to be able to be quick on your feet, because this person is looking not at your history. Someone is looking at your confidence levels. Someone is not looking at your experience. They're looking at your current confidence levels. That's what they're looking at. If you believe in you, if you believe that you can get there, this person, without a doubt, is going to believe in you as well. And they are more than willing to give you or finance you whatever this is that you need, or help invest, or there's something to do with that. But you have to look like you know what it is that you want. You have to know what it is that you need to get there. Let me try to pick this one up and see what fell to the floor. Yeah. And it tried to hide all under the little dresser, but it's prioritized. And with it falling to the floor, I feel like someone is not prioritizing whatever this is that you're meant to prioritize. And I feel like someone is hiding behind like, well, I can't do it because of X, Y, and Z, but it's not happening because you're not prioritizing. And that's, I'm hearing, I'm looking at the man in the mirror. That's what you need to face. No more excuses as to why it's not happening for you. We have an emergency fund is what tried to flip over with a bunch of other cards. So we're going to just kind of keep going because I only want one. Someone might be feeling like it's because you just can't afford something, or, you know, maybe something to that. Seriously, create a business plan. Like, I don't know, put it on paper, create a business plan. Put it on paper, create a business plan. Earlier I said someone needs to be doing some type of business plan. I feel like, you know, what I was talking about, like someone is going to want to invest in you, and it's like they want you, you're going to have like some type of elevator speech. You're going to have to be able to speak fast, but you're also going to have to be able to say, like, here you go. Like, you're going to have to be able to hand something over and say, look, I've already laid out the entire plan right here. And it's like, I'm hearing, this is weird, but I'm hearing, you're turning me on. You're turning me on. For someone, I don't know if like there's some type of, seriously, and I can say this because I'm a nerd, whether I look like it or not, but I'm super nerdy. But like there's some type of nerdy person, like they are really into like numbers, and they're really into like people being like something to do with this, that it's gonna like you're gonna have it in the bag, because that is a major turn on for this person, right? That's going to be a major turn on for this person, that you have all of your ducks in a row, that you're going to be able to show them like this business plan. And for some of you guys, yes, you need to do the big detailed plan. I don't know. But I also feel like someone needs to create some type of one pager. I don't know. Some type of one pager. I don't know, maybe there's something about home staging. So I don't know if there's someone who works in home staging, or you're really good with like home design, or something like that. Like that's something that you're thinking about working on. But there's also a sense of like you need to look the part, you need to play the part, so that you can actually get there. There's an aspect of like looking the part and playing the part before you actually reach whatever that goal is for you. And also, by the same token, if someone is really good at like decorating homes, organizing homes, staging homes, and you've been wondering if that's something that you should pursue, the answer is heck yeah. Heck yeah. Yeah, time to invest. There's something to do with investing in whatever this idea is for you, but especially with this, there's something to do with investing in yourself. There's something to do with that. Okay, we got cards falling all over. Let's see. So this is, we're moving on to the Divine Time Oracle deck, and we're going to see what messages we have here for this. I was guided to these decks before I'm out of town right now. I'm in Florida. So before I actually left, this is what I was guided to. I'm telling you, this one fell to the floor. It says, have faith. Who is lacking in faith right now? Who is struggling with holding on to or maintaining their faith in themselves or in their plans right now? If you're struggling with that, have faith. Just have faith. I know it might be easier said than done, but have faith. I'm not going to like sugarcoat it or say something different. Have faith. Okay. Okay. So we have April is what came out. Let me show that. So there's April here. And at the bottom, it says obsessing over timing creates blocks. Okay. Let me ask the question. So I asked the question, I guess I should share when I ask questions, but I asked the question. So for those of you that are new to me, I don't need cards. I use them because they're fun and they're like easy or whatever. But the question that I asked was, is there something that someone should have done in April, or is there something that is going to happen for someone in April? And the answer was the second one. Something's going to happen in April. I'm itching. Obsessing over timing creates blocks. Things will unfold as they are meant to. I feel like someone is supposed to start something within the next couple of months, but you need to give yourself until April for something. I'm hearing something about right now. So there's something like someone, like if someone starts something, you know, this month, they feel like they should start like rolling in dough this month or something like that. But someone needs to give themselves until April for something to truly come to pass. Yeah, I don't know what that is about April 2025 for someone. Let me It's next, it's our upcoming April. It's upcoming April. So I don't know. Things will unfold as they are meant to. Woo! Yeah, not anytime soon. That's what I'm saying. It's like someone has like this unrealistic. Remember I said like we had that time to get real? Like someone has this unrealistic goal of like being a trillionaire, or I'm exaggerating. I love to exaggerate. But someone has this goal of being like maybe a millionaire, and they think it's going to happen like in the next couple of months. But it's like, first of all, with that, like there's something to do with thinking of the time or timeline, or putting some type of timeline or time limits on yourself that it slows things down for you. Even if it were meant to, or was originally going to come in earlier, like there's a sense of like something slowing it down because you're focused too much on like it not being here. That puts you in a state of lack. I was thinking about that, highly favored. Give me a little bit to think about it, and I think I will. Like if we have people that are interested, we'll do that. Okay, yeah, we have December. What month are we in? July. And we have 2 months from now. Under keep those finances organized is what we have with the not anytime soon. I don't know. I just feel like someone thinks that they're going to see something dramatic, but this is something that's going to be like slow. Like I said, it's slow and steady. That's what we had that came out. There's something about the fall. Slow and steady. I feel like whatever, like if you get on this, whatever this is that you're meant to work on, start working on it within the next couple of months. Like fall is when you're going to start to see growth, but it's going to be slow and steady. Do not expect something that's going to be just like exorbitant, right? Here we go again. At the bottom, we have things will unfold as they are meant to. Springtime. We're back to springtime with that April we had originally. Someone might become like with this April that came out originally, and me seeing the springtime. It was originally under this handyman, Mr. Fix-It, and I talked about someone is supposed to be some type of consultant. I don't know if there's some type of like someone is going to start to be known for what it is that they do come April. Like someone's going to be like the go-to person for whatever this is. And the 2 months from now came out. That's under create a business plan. Create a business plan 2 months from now. And I said originally, like someone needs to get on this within the next couple of months. But again, it's funny, all these time frames come out, right? Because this is a time oracle deck, but it says stop focusing on the time frames. Stop focusing on the time frames, and it's in the nearest future. So things are going to come to pass, right? They're going to happen. But don't focus too much on like the exact dates of when things are going to happen. It's like just go with it. Just go with the flow and let things unfold. And as long as you are seeing some type of progress and some type of growth, just keep going. But be very realistic in what this is that you're trying to get to take place. So I'm going to put this on here. We have this deck here. Let's see. I'm going to see what comes up with these. Under April, we have the star, which is about healing. I'm guided to where it says hope. Hope and faith. Again, again, as long as someone works on whatever this is and believes in themselves, there's something to do with, like, I don't know. I just feel like someone is going to gain like a lot, will have already gained a lot of traction and momentum when it comes to April. If you start this now, if you have not already started, or if you just got started, like, you know, yeah. And I feel like April came out because it's kind of like, because something could happen before, we don't know, right? We'll say time is an illusion, but there's a sense of like April is coming out because someone needs to stop focusing so much on like when it's going to happen. But April is far away enough to where you can continue to focus on like doing whatever task you're meant to do without focusing so much on like when is the money going to happen. Just like put it at a later date. Don't put it so close. Like, I don't know. Yeah, release the Hanged Man. It's to help someone, just like someone needs to release like this, whatever this is, this obsession with time, with timing, with time frames. You need to know, like, whatever it is with this Ten of Cups, it's going to result, it's going to result in some type of happy ending for you. King of Pentacles, you will be wealthy, you will be successful with whatever this endeavor is. Okay? Let's see what else. Oh, okay. We have Seven of Cups with this, not anytime soon. And I'm guided to fantasy and illusions. Remember, we're talking about like being realistic when it comes to finances. And someone needs to make sure that they are planning in, something about for the unforeseeable future. I feel like for some of you guys, if you're starting some type of business or something, you need to make sure that you're putting something aside for taxes. I almost feel the sense of like someone blowing up. Hi, LP 1300, someone blowing up. And then like, you don't want to be caught unaware. You don't want to be caught off guard with some type of taxes. Yeah. Not anytime soon. We have fantasy and illusions is what I said with the Seven of Cups. Someone needs to get out of their head with like, there's something to do with dates and timelines or something. And we have at the bottom the Hermit, which I'm guided to contemplation. Someone is overthinking. Someone is thinking too much about when. I'm seeing like that. Is it the Kohl's or Target commercial or something where they're like open, open, open. Like someone wants a vault to just open up right away, like right now. It's open, but you're not just going to be able, it's not going to be like a money grab where you can just grab everything right now. It is slow and steady. Yeah. And the reason why, like someone may not want to hear this, but we have the Hierophant. There's something to do with like, I'm here for the love of money. Gotta make that money, man. It's to keep someone grounded or on track when, in the sense of like when it comes to ethics and morals. You know, no offense, like we can all be subject to that, but it's like if someone earns something or gets something too soon, they might start making careless decisions or decisions that are not necessarily about your bottom line, but more so about your bottom dollar, and that's what's trying to be prevented for someone. There's a reason why it's meant to go at the pace that it's going. There's a reason why. It's for your protection. It's for someone's protection. Yeah. Under not anytime soon. Yeah. That's funny. I just said with this Seven of Cups, I'm guided to fantasy and illusions, which is on this card. And here we go with 18, the Moon, which I was guided to illusions. Like someone is being delulu, which that's all good to be delulu. You know, what they talk about being delulu, like that's all good and fine. But there's also like, you have to balance that out. Like, yeah. And I don't really think that it's necessarily being delulu, but someone has a vision or a goal of like being some type of millionaire or multi-millionaire. And there's nothing wrong with that, but don't think that it's going to happen in 2 months. There's something to like, don't think it's going to happen in 2 months. That's where it's like, that's fantasy land and illusion land, especially if someone is like watching or listening to people talking about how they became a multimillionaire in 36 seconds. Like, come on, like, let's be realistic. I feel like someone, you will be a millionaire. You will reach whatever that money goal is that you have. I'm hearing half a mil for someone, but whatever that goal is, you are going to reach it, but just be reasonable on the amount of time that it's going to take you to get there. I'm not thinking it's going to be years upon years upon years, like, but just be realistic. Yeah. There's at the bottom we have the Six of Swords, and I was guided to where it says transition. It's almost like someone needs to know that whatever this is that you're going to get is going to happen in phases or in stages. It's like someone's going to be going up a ladder. Like, imagine a ladder. You know, so like, let's say that your goal is I don't know, a half a million. It doesn't even matter, but like, maybe you want to start off with, like, you're envisioning something to do with like 50,000 in X amount of time, then 100,000, then 200, you know, there's something to do with that. But it's like, how it's up to you how you envision those steps, but be semi realistic with the goals that you're creating. Yeah. And you know, I don't know why I feel the need to say this, but for some of you guys, do I think you can reach a million in a year? Yeah, it depends on what you're doing and what effort, like what it is that you're putting into whatever this is that you're doing. And Ten of Pentacles come out, and I'm seeing wealth and fortune is what I'm guided to. It says inheritance, wealth, fortune, and family tradition. I was guided to wealth and fortune. Wealth and fortune, and that's falling in the fall time. Yeah. Four of Cups, someone might be, there's something to do with, like, I don't know if someone last fall or this fall. Last fall, someone might have been like very apathetic. Someone was looking at something like with a negative lens, like someone was being very negative, like this past fall. And it's kind of like if you were working on something, if it feels like if someone was working on something and they put it down because they lost faith in whatever this is that they were doing, there's a sense of like putting it back in, like going back to the drawing board, creating this plan that we've been talking about, a business plan or something like that. And come this fall, if you're able to maintain this positive outlook, if you're able to maintain a positive outlook, that's where you're going to be able to reach some type of goal when it comes to the month of April. Yeah. Transition again. Six of Swords at the top of the deck now. What else? We have Judgment, 20. I'm being guided to reflection. There's a sense of like, this is falling under fall time, and expect slow and steady growth. I feel like someone needs to reflect, or someone needs to like compare and contrast something to do with like where they were last fall to where they are like this current fall. But you're doing the thing, you're taking the steps. It's funny, now Waterboy is on. I don't know what channel this is, but there might be something to do with football. Queen of Cups, under 2 months from now, and create a business plan. I'm being guided to emotionally mature. That has something to do with like staying grounded and staying like kind of, I don't know if like maybe someone in the past like didn't get the results that they wanted like fast enough and just kind of became ungrounded when it came to what they were working on. But it's like this go round 2 months from now, it's like keep a very stable and grounded approach to what you're working on. King of Cups. There's something to do with comparison, but King of Cups, I'm guided to compassionate. And this feels like someone needs to be compassionate when it comes to themselves and the progress that they're making. I feel like someone is comparing apples to oranges. Someone is comparing where they are with, you know, another person, like where another person is, but you don't know their struggle. You do know yours, and you need to stay compassionate towards that. Yeah. There's something to do with comparison. What is that quote about comparison? We have 10 of Swords at the top. What is this about? Breakdown. I'm being guided to breakdown. 2 months from now, it's like someone needs to, I don't know if it's kind of like a warning that 2 months from now, someone, if you're not making the progress that you feel like you should have made in 2 months, but again, that's actually also falling under time to get real. Like it's too fast. Like someone wants something to happen like really, really fast. And it's like there's a sense of like feeling defeat or breaking down because you're not at some type of goalpost that you've set that's not even really realistic. And the guidance is for you to stay emotionally mature when it comes to this. And there's something to do with your ability to stay grounded and to stay emotionally mature at that particular time. That's going to help catapult you into some type of, like, I don't know, quick fast is what I heard, but it's like it's going to speed up. There's something to do with momentum. It's going to speed up your progress, but it's like almost like I'm hearing hump day, right? It's almost like that 2 months from now is going to be your projected hump day, so to speak. Yeah. I don't know. Oh, no. We have 3 of Cups, friendship, and then we have 8 of Wands. Swift movement and do it now. I don't know if someone needs to form or work with some type of group, like-minded people. It's falling under create a business plan. And I talked about like someone is going to want to partner or work with you with whatever this is. Yeah. And it's going to put an end to like some type of cycle of like, it's going to end a cycle of like someone feeling like, feeling like an underachiever or something like that. It's going to end that cycle. Yeah. Okay. I got the notice that I have 10% of battery. So let's move on to this deck and see what we get here. Okay, so we're going to look at some guidance. What do we need to know? It says, have courage to ask for and accept help. This came in reverse. I feel like whatever this is that you're working on or that you're about to work on, that yes, you're going to, I don't feel like you're meant to ask for help specifically. I feel like whatever this is, number one, you're supposed to start off with working on it by yourself. Celebrating, like there's some type of small victories or celebrations that you're going to have by yourself. And in a couple of months, there's like someone is going to take notice and they're going to want to partner with you, but in the sense of like, not because they want in on your business, but they want in on helping you to be successful. And you're not going to have to ask for this help. Someone is just going to give it. Someone is noticing you. Someone is watching you. And they just feel, it's like they don't know why, but they're getting this sense or this urge to help you, to assist you. And I feel like with this being in reverse, you're not going to ask them for help. They're going to ask you if you need help. And someone needs to know right now, with whoever has all of this pride, you need to put it to the side. Someone's going to ask you if you need help, and you need to say, yes, thank you. I'm going to, for some reason, someone keeps remember I talked a little bit about cycles or something earlier. I don't know, of like asking for help or praying for help or trying to manifest something in, whoever this is for, you've been asking for help, you've been praying for help, or you've been manifesting in some type of money or help or something like that. And the Most High sends you help, and you tell the help, no, no, thank you. So to end this vicious cycle, you need to say yes. Someone needs to say yes. Someone needs to stop saying no. Highly favored, I always say no. I need to work on. Yep, absolutely. Absolutely. I love that. And I'm going to tell you, like, I have always been the type of person that says no to everything. If someone asks me if I need help, I say no. I used to always say no, no, thank you. I got it. I'm used to being the person that, people come to when they need help or assistance. But I remember one day being told, someone asked me if I needed something, and I was about to fix my mouth to say no, like I always do. And I heard a voice say, say yes. And I say yes. I say yes pretty much 100% of the time. I've not gone back to saying no, and it is ridiculous. Yeah, the changes that have taken place since I decided that I'm not going to say no, I'm just going to say yes. Okay? Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And I was the same way. Like, just imagine, like, manifesting. You're over there, like, you're praying, if that's, the way that you manifest, or, you're speaking the words, or you're lighting a candle, and then here it comes, and you're like, no. I did that. I used to do that. Yeah, I get that. Yeah, we have gratitude list. I feel like someone not only needs to write a list of all the things that they have that they're grateful for, but someone needs to write down a list. I'm being guided to, I saw on one occasion there was a list of, like, someone does like a list of like 100 manifestations. Someone needs to write a list of things that you are grateful for that you may not have received quite yet. Someone needs to write that down, and you're grateful because you know that it's yours, right? But you need to go ahead and write it down. I'm grateful for my multiple streams of income. I'm grateful for all of this passive income. I'm grateful for the love of my life. I'm grateful for, like, the super close relationships that I have with my family and friends. I don't care if you have them or not. I don't care if you don't talk to anybody or not. Go ahead and say thank you. Go ahead and create that list of all the things that you're grateful for, things that you do physically have, and things that you don't. Yeah. Focus on your priorities. Make sure that these are things that you really do want. Okay. And there's something to do with, someone needs to, with this words of abundance at the top, making sure that you're decreasing the number of times that you're talking about, that you're using lack, that you're using words of lack, right? Yeah. Okay. And you guys, if I ever say anything that it's like, what the heck is she talking about? Feel free to, like, just ask me, because I don't want to, like, use a bunch of jargon and mumbo jumbo. Like, I can always come up with, like, an example if that's what's needed. Because it's not just for me to be here talking and, just saying things without there being some degree of understanding. Like, it has to, like, it's pointless if you don't understand what I'm talking about. Oh, absolutely. I love that. But I'm going to say, I was about to say, but keep going, right? So, of course, not necessarily on here, but, like, have your notebook, your pencil, whatever, and just keep going. And you can number them. Like, someone does need to do the 100 manifestation list. And you need to write all of that down. I'm grateful for this. Like, put a different one on every single line. And as you accomplish those, or as they come in, you can mark them off, because there's a sense of, like, it building up your solar plexus, it building up your confidence even more. Yeah, it says let go of guilt, and that actually came in reverse. And I'm going to tell you why I think that that is, right? I feel like someone might feel that like once they heal, once they heal from some type of guilt or shame or something, that then remember I talked about there's a sense of like someone feeling like there's one more thing or something that they need to learn or something that they need to do. It's possible someone feels like there's something that they need to heal before they can move forward to whatever this is with all of these new possibilities. It don't matter. I don't care how guilty you feel. I don't care how ashamed you feel. I don't care how doubtful you are. Just go ahead and do it. I don't care if you've been able to let it go right now. Like, I don't know. Go ahead and do it so that you can build up your bank account so that you can see a therapist and let go of it later with them. Like, no more excuses about what you need to heal. Just do it. There's something to do with that. You're not going to heal every single part of you. You're not going to heal every single wound that you have. And it's not necessary that you heal every single wound that you have or have had. If someone is, I don't know why I'm thinking of this, but if someone is like told you that like you had a past life trauma where you had some type of wounding around money, like you don't live in your past life. You live right now. So nobody gives a crap. I'm sorry. Like, it's great information. It's fun to know or whatever, but it doesn't impact you right now in your current life unless you allow it to. Don't look for excuses about your past or your past life. Just do it. Just do the dang thing. Someone needs to know that. We have successful funding right here at the bottom because I've been talking about someone is going to, like, when you come up with this, when you put it on paper, when you come up with this plan, someone is noticing, someone is going to take note, and they're going to want to pour into you. They're going to want to offer to help fund you so that you are successful with whatever this is that you are working on. At the top, we have moonlighting. So I do understand some of you guys may have to work on whatever this is part-time, right? And that's okay. But the thing is like making sure that you're working on it. That's just the bottom line. You have to make sure that you're working on it. Okay. And we have conscious consumer. I don't know who that's for. I just split the deck, but someone needs to kind of curb over spending type things, right? Yeah. So I probably have like 100 card decks, you guys, and I probably have like 100 more on a wish list. And I was very tempted to buy some more, but it's like, really, like, are you using the 100 decks that you have? Like, seriously. Okay. So anyways, I'm going to go ahead and leave it there because I don't want it to just kind of close out on you guys and leave you hanging. The last time I checked, I was at 100, at 10%, and I need to go ahead and charge this up to 100 before I come back on. But I thank you so much for watching. You guys remember, we have a goal of 800 subscribers. When we get to 800, I'm giving away 4 free readings, so you don't want to miss out. Make sure that you're leaving comments and that you're subscribed. I'm going to pick out the winners from the comments. So if you comment, I take your name, put it in the little spin the wheel, and you have a chance to be selected there. So you don't want to miss out on that. But other than that, I love you. Thank you so much for being here. When you come back or now. When I come back from vacation, I'll go ahead and plan something out for when I come back from, like, I'm out, I mentioned earlier, but I'm out of town right now. So when I get back home, which will be next week, well, this coming week, in a couple of days or so, and I'll put the fillers out to see if people are interested in the paid readings. Okay. So thank you, highly favored. It's definitely wonderful. It's beautiful here. So all right, you guys, you have a beautiful, fantabulous day. I love you, and thank you so much for being here, and bye-bye.